So good to have you with us. It is live and local for a Tuesday. Less than 100 days from Election Day. Kevin Wall with you, a little bit under the weather. Getting better, though. Getting better with every passing day. I am so excited because I love it when we have him on because I always learn something. I'm talking about Ron Quince, better known as Ron Q, independent candidate for Congress in CD1. He joins us. I've missed a whole lot. One of the big things I missed was Joe Biden stepping down, Kamala Harris stepping up. What do you make, Ron, of what we've seen just in the last week or so?
Well, first of all, hi, Kevin. And, I'm glad to be back in the show. And even though you're a little bit under the weather, you still sound good, my friend.
So what do you make of what we've seen nationally with Joe Biden stepping down, Kamala Harris stepping up?
Well, you know what? This last 2 weeks is very, very interesting. A lot of historical, actually, occurrences that happened. Biden dropped out, which hasn't been done since, I think, Lyndon Johnson. And, of course, now we have a first black female president that's running, that's first in our country. And I look at these two things as positives in my campaign because we're also, once I'm elected, I will also be the first Filipino-American naturalized citizen that's going to be in Congress and also an independent candidate that's coming out of Nevada. So it's a lot of positive things, that's happening right now towards my campaign.
You are a conservative. You're also an independent. So how do you see your conservative platform and values playing out in this election?
Well, I always tell people that I am a conservative independent candidate. And Trump is riding away right now and pulling very well, especially in those battleground states. President Trump and I have a lot of similar platforms, such as cutting spending, securing the borders, and ending the tax on tips. My campaign feels moderate Republican and nonpartisan independent will look for a candidate that puts policy over party. Kamala entering the race has unfortunately sparked more of the nasty negative, and it looks like we're back in 2020 again. Voters are just so tired of hearing negatives and bickering for both parties. They want solutions, and that's what my campaign's doing for the last, I would probably say, a year and a half now.
I want to ask you about the next few months, in fact, the next 3 months, which many people believe will be the critical months before Election Day. We're under 100 days to Election Day. What is that going to look like for your independent campaign?
Oh, right now, it's just a lot of talking, walking, creating more awareness with our messaging. It's a little cooled down a little bit now, so we're doing a lot of door knocking. Flyers drops and going to events and talking to people and make sure they understand they can relate with my platform, because the problem is people are so used to have two-party system, but now there's actually a third choice, which is my campaign, and I'm the third choice. And and instead of talking about what the party have done what the party did not do that, now I'm talking about what are the solutions that we need to do and help my constituents here in District 1.
What are the issues you're hearing when you're door knocking, when you're at town halls, when you're just out for an evening on the town? What are you hearing from folks in CD1?
Folks in CD1 are, number one concern they have is, of course, the security of our borders. Our borders has been wide open, and even though President Biden had put a stop to it a few months ago, it's still kind of like the bleeding is it's already bad, and now what we need to do is practically we need to stop that and create a positive changes, because if not, like what they say, if you don't have a border, you don't have a country, and we just see that throughout history. Even Vatican has the wall, if you think about it. So that's what they're concerned of course, public safety, public awareness. We need to fund the police rather than defunding them. We need to be strict on crimes as far as people with creating crimes out there, such as people going to Target or Walmart and stealing items less than $1,200, they know that the police are not going to chase them because it's such a low amount. Those are the things that we need to change. And of course, like first offenders, people that committing the crime over and over again, we need to be a little bit stricter on policy because, soft on crime is not working anymore. We need to be hard on these people and understand that, you know what, you did it multiple times. That's not an accident. That's actually your characteristic and personality, and those things need to stop because there's a lot of American people that are actually working hard, trying to make ends meet, and we cannot have criminals ruining their future and their American dream.
Will there be debates for the CD1 seat?
Absolutely. I would love to debate Dina Titus. I was talking to some organization, and hopefully that they will come up with it, expecting Latin Chamber of Commerce to hold an event. But wherever it will be, I will glad to debate Dina Titus and talk about her policy that she has done over these years.
We want to bring you back to breaking news because later today at 1 o'clock, it'll be J.D. Vance, the vice presidential nominee for the Republicans, will be at Liberty High School. And I'm just curious, your thoughts on the selection of J.D. Vance. Did you like it?
As a matter of fact, yeah. J.D. Vance is actually a good fresh air for Donald Trump's campaign. He's young, he's energetic. He has a minority wife, so he actually can, I would probably say, relate to minority voters. And, now I think he just secured Ohio for having him. So, and other battleground states that kind of like undecided. And this is what this country needs. We need some young people, young candidates that actually can, make a changes make a change in the future. Because at the end of the day, usually we take care of this country, not for us, but also for our future, for our children, grandchildren that's going to have the America, in the future. And those are the things that actually I'm very excited about because now, Joe Biden dropping out, which is, I was shocked that it took this long for him to drop out. I thought he would have dropped out a long time ago. But it is a positive change, even though Kamala is not, I would probably say, first round draft pick that the Democratic Party had. It's still good because, she's young, she's coming out, and it's good for the people that actually understands politics now and learning how the politics work and encourage the young people to see which one is good for them and which one's going to make a changes in their lives.
Ron, I know we're under 100 days to Election Day and even less for early voting. What is your recommendation to voters? When should they vote? How should they vote?
Well, very excited about it. It's kind of like the second half of the campaigning. I encourage all the voters to come out and vote. And there's three ways to vote. Now, one is you can mail in your ballot. Don't let your ballot sit in the counter because that's not going to do anything. A lot of people are saying, "Why vote?" When I don't like the candidates. I always tell them that it's a double-edged sword. If you don't come out and vote, it's going to make an impact in your life. If you come out and vote, it will do the same. So might as well have a say about it because in America, we have that freedom to choose our leaders that can guide us in this country. Second, it's like I'm very, very excited that, things are coming around. I have a lot of supporters. I'm getting name recognition. People want to hear my messages. And it's very exciting for me because both parties, Republican and Democrat, support my campaign. And they're glad that there's actually, I'm like the new air that actually in entering this politics.
A breath of fresh air, and man, it really honestly is. Ron, what does your campaign need from my listeners at this late date? I know we're under 100 days, but people can still volunteer, put yard signs up. What is it you're looking for right now? And are you still raising money?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I think I'm doing really, really well right now, raising money. We're almost like catching up with Dina Titus. One of the things I need is, of course, let's keep the fight. I'm encouraging your listeners, your conservative listeners, to check out my website, queensfornevada.com. If they feel a little bit generous, donate $15 in my campaign. There's also numbers there to volunteer and encourage people, family, friends, neighbors to come out and vote because this is very, once I become a congressman, this is a very historic event, and I want you guys to be part of this history with me.
It's going to be fascinating to see how this all plays out. Ron, always good to visit with you, my friend. Stay safe, stay cool, and we will talk again soon, I promise.
Absolutely, Kevin. Thank you, and get better, okay?
I will. Thank you, my friend. There you have it, Ron Quince, running for Congress in CD1.